What's up everybody and welcome to another episode of Fallout Mods Weekly. This week we're going to be coming over 9 mods, different mods I found throughout the week. Make sure to comment down below if you want to see any mods in next week's episode. And well, with that, let's just get right into the list. The M14 and M2216 standalone rifles by FF7 Cloudstrife. If that name sounds familiar, it's because it is. This guy Cloudstrife makes some awesome weapon mods for Fallout 4, but weapon mods are weapon mods, and in an effort to spice up the quality of these videos, I decided to group them together. So first, the M14. I'm sure we all heard of the M14 before, a high caliber semi-automatic DMR. In Fallout, it fits exactly that role. You can attach a nice sniper scope for some long range kills, or if you're more into the run and gun thing, fixing a bayonet will serve you greatly. One thing I love about Cloudstrife's mods is that it really lets you customize the weapons. Even though impractical, you can add a drum magazine and a silencer to create a dreadful duo. But that's not all, kids. Cloudstrife actually added in 2 unique mod categories, an accessory slot and a material slot. Accessories include a strap, bayonet, torch, and bipod, while materials range from the nice wood finish to a more modern camo look. The M14 is an extremely enjoyable weapon to handle, and actually spawns naturally on raiders, gunners, and super mutants. The M2216 Patriot may look familiar. That's because it's actually a modernization of the widely popular M16. As Cloudstrife states, this weapon presents not only the culmination of the greatest in American minds, but a bold statement of a renewed place in the world. I do honestly love the little pieces of lore this guy gives his weapons. I will now say this is by far my favorite AR variant gun in Fallout 4. Between the sounds, textures, and modability, I've yet to find another on par with the M2216. Just like the real AR platform, you can customize the M2216 into all sorts of different styles to suit different occasions, ranging from stubby to marksman variants. NCR Ranger Armor by Unoctium. Do you miss the NCR? I know I do. Although the mod that completely reincorporates the new California Republic into Fallout 4 isn't out quite yet, some of their armor has made its way over. I found the Ranger Armor to be one of the most attractive armors in Fallout New Vegas. I just felt like it was badass going around in it and killing people. This, coupled with our brand new M2216, allowed me to make quick work of those Minutemen scum who claim to know what being a real military was like. The Ranger Armor is for better or worse still in beta. There isn't a way to get a hold of it without spawning it in, unfortunately, but I personally felt my nostalgia alone helped me to overlook this. I wholeheartedly recommend this to anyone that sided with the NCR in Fallout New Vegas, and well, to those who didn't, good game, bro. Sledgesplosion by Fading Signal. In each of these episodes, I feel the need to add in a mod that I would describe as simply outlandish, but immensely satisfying. With that, I present you Sledgesplosion. Need I say more? Well, I will. Sledgesplosion is simple, landmines attached to a sledgehammer. This is in fact a weapon mod rather than a unique weapon, and boy is this thing fun. I found myself toying around with the idea of turning my sniper character into a melee after filming this episode. Nuclear Weather by DENSALEAGION. I totally butchered that. Did you feel the current weather effects weren't chaotic enough? I mean, we did see an all-out nuclear fallout after all. I would expect a little bit more than just some acid rain. Well, nuclear weather will solve that for you. It adds in 6 new weather types that will surely have you running for shelter. If the weather predicts a nuclear firestorm, I would make particularly sure to wear an extra layer that day. That makes it feel like all hell is breaking loose as fiery red raindrops rain down, and oh my god, the noises the storms make are just absolutely terrifying. The Institute Mindstorm is in my opinion the most scary out of them all. It simply feels as if you're entering into another dimension as these things hit. Now out of context, these may seem over the top or even excessive. They're not. Having one of these weather types kick in while hunting down raiders made me absolutely terrified. Suddenly it felt as if the world was coming undone, and I felt the need to instantly run to a building. These weather types actually made me want to change my playstyle, and I respected them for that. This is something I felt vanilla Fallout really lacked. Normally a few Radaway and I could take on whatever weather the world had to throw at me. 4x Magnification Combat Scopes by Hank Spam Madres. Do you absolutely despise when you zoom into a magnified scope only to have it cut to a black screen for a second? Well, I do. And 4x Magnification Combat Scopes is here to fix that. After installing this mod, you should find combat scopes for a majority of the weapons in the game. Once you add them to your gun, you'll see the beauty that is no black screen delay. You get a simple, clean zoom in effect that continues even when reloading. This makes firefights much easier. I really did enjoy the night vision and magnified scopes in the original Fallout game, but when I was trying to shoot a bunch of different targets at once, having that little black screen even for half a second felt so unnatural, and I just hated it. This is really just a simple fix that I really wish would have came in the vanilla game, so I'm adding it to the list. Bullet Time by Registrator 2000. Bullet Time is a pretty simple concept, employed by a ton of other games and even in a stupendously popular mod for Fallout New Vegas. It is simple, hit a button and slow down time. Personally, I much prefer this over VATS. Even though the new VATS actually does slow down time, it is effectively paused in my eyes. It slowed down that much. This always made me feel like I was taking out of the fight, and it just all around slowed down the pace of the game a little bit too much for me. I enjoyed fast-paced, crazy firefights. With Bullet Time, I can stay involved and fighting, but it still gets a bit of an edge over my opponents. As I do have a slowed down time, I can see what kind of actions they're going to make, and I can shoot them in the heads much easier because I got tons of time to aim.